It is good. It's your boy Tom back here with another video. In this video today, guys, we're going to be going over our Season 7 awards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. So if you do want to know who the MVP was of the season, Defensive Player of the Season, all of those types of things, this is going to be the video for you guys. Now, before we dive any further into that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button. You guys have been going crazy recently on the videos, so thank you guys for blessing me each and every day. Without further ado, let's hop right into it, starting with our cheesiest card of Season 7. Now, we've got three really cheesy cards, okay? Now, where do you want to start? Let's start with KD. 6'10", movement-wise is immaculate. Really no flaws in KD. Absolutely perfect. Rick Smits, probably your best stretch big in my team, right? Best the center, probably with your best release. Absolutely chicken man in my team, and at 7'4", an absolutely incredible center. And then we get Victor Wembanyama. What more needs to be said about Victor? What more needs to be said? I mean, the card is absolutely magnificent. Maybe the best card in my team history. So I think this award is pretty self-explanatory. Victor Wembanyama as our cheesiest card of Season 7. Next up, we got the Defensive Player of the Season. Again, Victor Wembanyama. Is he better offensively or is he better defensively? I'll leave that totally up to you guys because I don't necessarily know the answer to it. The card is absolutely magnificent on both ends. Defensively, the small forward position, you're looking at a 7'5" small forward that is maxed out. He's an invincible. Then we get 6'11" Giannis, who I think was incredible defensively before Victor, and then Kareem. I mean, honestly, when you look at the defensive cards we got this season, we didn't get that many great defenders. Another award, Victor wins. Next up, guys, most overrated card of Season 7 in my team. We got three invincibles here who I don't really love each and every one of them. Now, I'm going to be breaking down each of them. Bron, I don't love the Corver base. Until Bron gets a new base, I probably won't love it. Now, I will say his release is relatively easy to green, so you're going to see, some people that, don't mind Bron, that can green with them, those types of things, and that's all fine, I get it. But my whole thing is his release is not that quick, not that great. I get defensively, he's fine. He's just not complete. MJ up next. I know he's got KPJ base, but the upper on it is not great. Only 6'6". He's not the MJ we saw last year. Like last year, we had a really good Michael Jordan in my team. This year, not so much. And then we get invincible Kobe Bryant, who doesn't have a lot of the newer SIGs, keeps his same release, a lot of the same dribble SIGs that he previously had. I mean, he's still Kobe Bryant, but he's not great in my team. I don't want to sit here and slander him because he's not horrible. He is just not great. For me, it's Bron. With Bron, it's always Bron. People are going to gas Bron no matter what, but Bron's not even a top 10 probably shooting guard in the entire game. Next up, guys, you got our most underrated card of Season 7, starting with Ausar Thompson. I know people do talk about him a decent amount, but probably not enough. I mean, this card, for what he provides for you and your specific squad, is it, right? He can be your primary bundler, can get the job done, has an easy release to time and screen. At the shooting guard position, it's tough to find much better value than Ausar Thompson. Then let's talk about Rick Smits. I feel like because he's an RNG reward, there's not that many people talking about him, which I get, because you can't really control whether you get the RNG rewards or not. But when people talk about Manute, yeah, a lot of people leave Rick Smits out of the discussion. I get he's RNG and a lot of people don't have him, but you can make the case he's the best center in my team. You can make that case, especially if you like shooting the ball with your bigs a lot. And then AK-47 last but certainly not least. I feel like because of all the new cards that we've gotten in my team, that AK is almost slept on in a sense, right? He still has the O'Shea base, can move a little bit, trade fade. He's got a lot going as well as being 6'9" and going to play great defense. Again, I feel like nobody really talks about AK too much just because, again, we've got the Ausar Thompson. We've got the Grady D. We've got some good cards in my team. And so I really do feel like AK is a little bit slept on. And for me, that is why he is our most underrated card in Season 7. Next up, guys, is our best Evo of Season 7. Obviously, the playoff set is really our only Evo cards that we got this season. And we got some decent ones. Caleb Martin up first. I mean, I wish Caleb Martin could play shooting guard because I know he's only 6'5", but he has some of the best dribble SIGs as well as release in my team. You guys need a card that can just get you a bucket. Caleb Martin is up there with the best of them. Jimmy Buckets up next, 40 Hall of Famers on this Jimmy card. Says the Jimmy Butler base him very quick. It's fine. You need a shooting guard in my team. Jimmy Butler is fine. Is he great? No, but he definitely is fine, and you can use him in my team. Last but certainly not least, Big Jokic. He is free, guys, and look, he's basically an invincible. Like, when you look at our best Evo, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I do wish Jokic had another position other than power forward, just because at this stage, you know, he's up against Wemby. He's up against Manu. It's pretty tough for me to gas him too much, but at the end of the day, I still believe he is our best Evo that we saw in Season 7. Next up, guys, our next reward is our best RNG reward card of Season 7 of my team. We've got our 4 RNG cards: Rick Smith, Sean Elliott, Horace Grant, Michael Finley. The offline rewards: Sean Elliott, Michael Finley. Online rewards: Rick Smith as well as Horace Grant. Now, here's the deal. I'd say it's a 2-horse race, okay, between Rick Smith and Michael Finley. In my opinion, Horace Grant for an online reward leaves something to be desired. Sean Elliott left something to be desired. But when you talk about Michael Finley, he's one of the best primary ball handlers in the game. When you talk about Rick Smith, one of the best centers in the game. To me, it's preference. I do think there's one card better than the other, and I do think Rick Smith is your best option. Next up here, guys, we do have our best mode reward of Season 7 of my team. Now, when you look at these cards, there's really only one of these cards that I would say is a top 100 card in the game. And that's sad, right? Mitch Richmond, they could have given him, you know, KPJ base. I'm just saying. Same thing with Hondo. CJ McCollum isn't great. Sarunas is at least okay. He's not great, though, in my team. Artis Gilmore is the only one out of these 6 cards that's a top 100 card in the game. It's sad. He is by far and away our best mode reward. 2K has to do a better job when it comes to making good mode rewards, because these overall are just not very good. Next up, guys, we got our budget MVP. We've got 3 shooting guards here on the list: Asir Thompson, Rudy, as well as Grady D. Now, I can't pronounce their actual full names because I would get demonetized. How sad is that? Here's the deal, guys. Between these 3 guys, it's all preference. I can sit up here and say, well, I prefer Asir, but a lot of people like Rudy's release, and a lot of people might prefer Grady and how he moves. So, I mean, it's really preference based between these 3. If you want to, you can try them all out, see which one you guys personally like. For me, I think the most complete offensively and defensively, as well as their player model player build, is Rudy G in my team. Next up, guys, our Mr. Inconsistent of Season 7. Now, KD, pretty self-explanatory. If there's a KD card in my team, he's probably going to be in the Mr. Inconsistent, or a nominee for Mr. Inconsistent, because I swear they're all inconsistent. There's some games KD will be my best shooting guard in the game, and there's some games I wish, man, where's my team at? LaMelo Ball, kind of the same thing. It's just hard with LaMelo because you're up against Ben Simmons. You're up against Jokic. So it's really hard because he's not as tall. I love his release. I like his movement. I think he is still absolutely elite in my team. And then let's talk about KP, right? And with KP, you're looking at an invincible that can do it all on the court. There's really not many flaws in KP. I would just say I can't tell that much of a difference between the invincible KP and the old KP, and that is why he is nominated on this award. For me, though, no real debate here. It's K. Disney. Next up, guys, our MVP of Season 7. Now, I don't even know why I made this an award, because here's the deal, okay? If the cheesiest card and our defensive player of the season isn't our MVP, we're doing something wrong. And Rick Smith and KD are good in their own right, but it's Wemby's world to my team. I'm sorry. It's the way it is. I don't make the rules. Next up, guys, we got our all dark matter team. So I wanted to do an all Galaxy Opal, all Pink Diamond team. There really wasn't enough there to do it. So our all dark matter team, Eamon Thompson at the 1. You could go with other guys. I really do like Eamon Thompson, though, in my team. AK at the 2. There really wasn't a good 3, right, that we got this season. As sad as it is, you could plug Jonathan Isaac in there, I guess. I plugged Rudy. And then Wemby at the 4, Rick at the 5. This team you would think would be better, but again, I might be missing some people, but this is the team I personally came up with. Our all endgame or invincible team, Cade at the 1, KD at the 2, Boncaro at the 3, Wemby at the 4, with KP at the 5. This is the type of squad that is going to be one of the best squads in the game. Now, again, that's my personal opinion. Had to move Wemby to that power forward to get Boncaro in there, but I absolutely love what this squad gets into. That's gonna wrap it up for our season awards for Season 7 of my team. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. As always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.